What's the deal, my people? Sacramento Street Wars. First off, I'm gonna do a little, promoting local black-owned businesses and all that type of shit. I was sent to promote this. Eyelashes. I know my subscribers is mostly men and shit, but I got women and all that type of shit, and I got women on here. So these eyelashes. Dollface Beauty. You can look that up at dollfacebeauty.com. You should see this logo when you pop on there. If y'all want to check it out. I'm going to leave a link in the description. And then, I want to support and, send a shout out to the, my peoples in them at Universal Clothing, 1808 Del Paso Boulevard. If you ever in Sacramento, they open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So go check into that. They got some nice gear, Jordans, all that type of shit, etc. Belts and backpacks and all that type of shit. Go check them out. Get in tune. Support the black local-owned business. My OG partner Fred, run the business, and his wife. So go tune into that if y'all ever in Sacramento. And now to the task at hand. You feel me? I want to talk about Banked Up Benji. You feel me? The Banked Up Entertainment artist under CML's label has passed in Phoenix, Arizona. That's the location that I'm giving. I couldn't really find nothing online, but that's through a source. And but he was an artist from Portland, Oregon. 60s, Rollins 60s. Another fraction in Portland, the branch off of LA, 60th Street. And he is from Northeast Portland, to be exact. You feel me? Albina and Killingsworth. Kind of familiar with the area. I be in Portland and all that type of shit, but, I don't be around the gang members and all that type of shit. I don't really know none of them guys, so that's as far as I can go with it. But I want to get into like his albums and shit. He had a couple albums throughout 2020. You feel me? Northeast State of Mind, YRNF. I don't really know the abbreviation for that, but that's another album he dropped. Then he dropped Big Albina Ave, which is his street. Albina with a 60s and shit be in Portland. And his last EP, you feel me, dropped February 6th, 2021, called Numb. He had about 7 tracks on there. I checked them out. I like the sound of him. You feel me? He got more of a style of like a LA type of rapper. And, he's influenced by LA and, the Bay through Portland and Northwest Territory and all that type of shit. And he had a lot of ties to California, Arizona, Texas, and all that type of shit. I seen on his social media. To get around a lot and all that. But his biggest song was You See It, featuring CML, which dropped on CML channel. And it's at 740,000 views, you feel me? That was like his biggest song. And like out of the street rappers through Portland, I guess he's like one of the biggest ones that was out there, like still growing. Like he still had a ways to go to really get to the peak that would have put him over the top, and well represented as a Portland, Oregon artist, and just moving around this place. He done been in San Diego. He be linking with a lot of people and doing a lot of features and all that type of shit. So I could just say like he was trying to be more than just a local artist. He was getting around and putting in the work that needed to get him to where, he feel like he needed to be. And I don't really know how, like, the significance of him and Lavish D became linked, because he's from Portland and Lavish D's from Sacramento. So I don't know how that really worked. Maybe via social media, and they tapped in with each other and they got wind of each other or something like that, of that sort. You feel me? But he had a cool style and shit like that. And like I said, more of like a LA culture with the Dickies and, because he's from 60s and all that type of shit. And, kind of rap like a LA nigga if on the outside looking in, you feel me, and not really knowing who he was and all that type of shit. But he had some shit to bring to the table, I feel like, and he was just a artist in progress, you know, trying to reach his peak. But I just caught wind of him about a month ago, maybe a month ago, and was checking into him. And matter of fact, a lot of you know, my subscribers and all that type of shit used to try to tell me to you know, check into Banked Up Benji and all that type of shit. So I started like slowly but surely checking into him, and you know, on his Instagram and all type of shit. And he was dropping a lot of, you know, tapes and music and just working. That's all I really seen of him. And as a matter of fact, I had checked out a interview of him, I think it was about last year, late last year, and I feel like he had a good head on his shoulders, and he seemed like a stand-up dude, you feel me? I kind of bought into, like, you know, the person he was just through social media and listening to his interviews. So, you know, that's what led me to just what to think of the dude, and just thinking of him as a stand-up dude, and just more than just an artist. The way he was approaching shit, probably for his age anyway, he probably was like mid-20s, maybe early. But yeah, man, sadly he's passed in Phoenix, Arizona through a source, like I said. And that was about like 4 days ago, as far as just like Instagram goes and all that type of shit and social media. And you know, it's very sad, just another artist with a lot of talent gone way too soon, and was never able to reach his pinnacle, and trying to be more than a local artist. And you know, and things shit happen in the streets and all that type of shit. I don't know what type of shit he was into, but, or what the, you know, allegations was behind his, you know, murder and all that type of shit. Because he was shot and killed, they saying, allegedly, you know, through a source in a car or whatever and shit, you know. You just gotta stay dangerous, man. That's all I can say. Motherfuckers, you know, be moving around a lot, and life be fast, and the streets be fast, and things happen, you feel me? So I'm gonna get back to more on the Banked Up Benji shit once I learn more about it, give y'all an update. So I'm gonna make this like a part one, just to, like, you know, put it out there in the atmosphere, you know, positive shit about the man, and not just his death and all that type of shit. So I want to dive more into it. You know, he just was trying to push and getting to them levels he wanted to be in views, you feel me, on YouTube, but still progressing, you feel me. He wasn't able to really get to that peak, I feel like, you feel me, because people were just catching wind of him, and, you know, him being from Banked Up Entertainment and being part of that label, you feel me, was able to give him another spotlight outside of Portland and all that type of shit, and giving them looks in Sacramento and Bay and LA and etc. You feel me? Being around that type of shit and what they got going on over there. So I want to say RIP to Banked Up Benji. You feel me? And I'm going to dive more into a story. You feel me? But for now, this is Sacramento Street Boys. You feel me?